Hello, and welcome to Sunspiration. It is a brand new month. That's the month of July. So this is the first Sunday in the month of July. It is also the start of the second half of the year 2023. And guess what? It's also the start of a new theme on Sunspiration. We are so blessed in July. We have 5 Sundays. So yes, you get to have a bonus edition of Sunspiration this month. And I'm sure you were so excited to listen to that one, and I'm so excited to bring it to you. Today, being the first Sunday in July, I want to introduce you to our brand new theme. And the theme for July is Who's Laughing Now? That is one of my favorite statements because I believe it is a very, very powerful question. When we kicked up the year 2023, we are halfway down the mark. And maybe you had some powerful dreams, powerful goals, powerful things that you wanted to do. And now you're beginning to think, everyone that looked at you before and thought that you will not be able to achieve it might begin to think, I'm not quite there yet. Maybe they're going to laugh at me. It might be a brand new venture that nobody has heard about or nobody even knows about. And everyone feels it's not going to work. But we're going to look into some Bible characters in this month of July, or when they went on missions that everybody felt was absolutely impossible. People laughed at them. And the thing I like about this theme is the fact that those who laugh at you will always be around to watch you achieve what you're trying to achieve. And you can look around and smile, and you can now be the one laughing. So in July, we're going to be looking at Who's Laughing Now? You know, the enemy sometimes thinks that he's plot powerful things, that he's done things that could stop us from trying to achieve our dreams and our goals. But sometimes he is so silly, if I can use the word stupid, he does not realize, or whether the enemy does not realize that by tripping us, he has given us an opportunity to even achieve and to push harder to achieve our goals. Yes, it might feel daunting that people are laughing at you. But what I want to do in this month of July is give you that fresh inspiration. That's why it's called Sunspiration. And it comes from the Holy Bible because the Word of God is alive. It gives you light and it gives you life in all that you're trying to do. And we're just going to go through it. Look for powerful characters in the Bible. Now push through people laughing at them when the enemy thought he was going against them. But at the end of the day, if the enemy knew, they would not have tripped them because the end goal is actually so powerful that he has brought transformation to this world. As a form of introduction to the theme of this month, I'm looking at the story of Noah in the Bible. It is a very, very common story, as we can see in the Bible too. Everybody has heard about when God destroyed the world with water. God called Noah, not because he was a perfect man, but God looked around the earth and felt, this is the only man I can use to turn things around. Noah warned the people, there's going to be heavy rain. The world's going to get destroyed by water. There had been no rain for years and years, and Noah was building an ark. Building an ark when there's been no rain for years, that sounded really crazy. And guess what? They laughed at him. They laughed and laughed and laughed at him. And Noah wasn't exactly a perfect man himself. So sometimes when we get laughed at, it affects our identity as people. Or when we get tripped by the enemy, or people get rejected, it begins to affect our identity. But in as much as people laugh, because sometimes you begin to feel, I think there's something wrong with me, maybe I'm just being stupid. But the reality is, you've chosen to carry on. And I can guarantee you, you will achieve what you're trying to achieve. Same as Noah, he carried on and he builds that ark because clearly God said to him, build that ark. He got all the animals, they went in the ark and God shut the door. And guess what happened to those who were laughing at him? They're not laughing anymore because they thought they were getting to him, cursing him, laughing at him, tripping him off, not realizing that he was a man on a mission. He achieved that mission. And we can all look back at that story and say to ourselves, wow, I know it takes a lot to build an ark when years and years there's been no rain. I know it takes a lot for you to still stand when we're halfway into the year 2023 and you're not seeing any sign or results of what you have been pushing for. And everyone around is looking, thinking, we're watching to see him fail. But guess what? I love Psalm 23. It says he prepares a table for me in front of my enemies. I think it's amazing how God prepares a table. I was just listening to a preacher who was saying, sometimes when rejection happens, God keeps the circle in the same place so they can see how you're going to succeed. And I'm sure anyone that's laughed at you so far this year, by the time you wrap 23 up, the person will look back and say, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have believed in them. So I want to encourage you in this month of July. We're going to ask the question, who's laughing now? And then we are going to build that inspiration, that confidence to drive ourselves and carry on to achieve our goals. Because we know at the end, we are going to sit on that table that God has prepared for us. The enemy is going to watch and think, maybe I shouldn't have tripped this person up because I only gave him extra energy to achieve what they're trying to achieve. We are going to approach the rest of 2023 from a place of victory because we stand upon the word of God, which is alive, which is true, and which is a lamp unto our feet. And we know and we're confident that as long as God's hand is on it, as long as God's spirit is in it, we are going to win. Stay blessed, and I love you all.